the
Nice.
show, Brian.
They meddled it up for me.
They
That was
did.
very nice.
Well,
I'll
you
take
know,
it.
yeah, they know who you are, man. This is about how you grew up a nerd. Is this an actual photo of you as a kid too?
That is.
That's
sadly.
fantastic.
You like that 70s bowl haircut?
I like the 70s bowl haircut. I like that you could match the T-shirt. You have a 9-year-old now.
Yes, I do.
Is he? How's he growing up? Is he living that nerd life?
He has no choice, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen with half of me in him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be at least half a nerd.
But are you hopeful for that? Do you feel like
I
that is
am.
a path you
Yeah,
embrace?
well, people love nerds now. It's
Yeah.
not the 70s anymore. But I haven't pushed anything on him. I've been like kind of passive. I just play, I just introduce him to these things, and I don't say you have to like this. The big one for me was the band Rush.
Yeah.
'Cause, I love heavy metal and I love all this stuff, but I love Rush more than anything. Rush is one of my all-time favorite bands. So one day we were in the car listening to Tom Sawyer, and he's heard Rush his whole life, but he goes, "Hey, Dad, I think Rush is my favorite band," and I like start to tear up. And my wife is like, "You dork." But I'm just afraid that it's gonna, I want him to still think I'm cool, and I'm worried about when he's gonna rebel against me.
Yeah.
Because he's just gonna go, Rush sucks, Stephen King is terrible, you're not funny, and I'm gonna start a Sublime tribute band and become a conservative. I hope you're cool with it. I'll still love you, my little right-wing Sublime tribute band boy.
It'll be hard. It'll be hard, but you'll still love him.
Yeah.
You were obviously you're tall.
Yes.
Did that not help as a kid?
I was always a little tall, but I got really tall after high school.
Mm-hmm.
I grew 8 inches in 1 year, from 18 to 19.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that could happen. I had literal growing pains, like American Werewolf in London, where I'm just, my arms extending while I'm sleeping. And, it was terrible. And then I turned into Hodor.
You got Hodor.
But if I would have been Hodor size in high school, I would have definitely used it to my advantage.
Yeah.
I'd have been putting bullies through walls. Like, who'd you call a queer bait? Hodor. Like,
Did you
I would have
ever?
saved other nerds just running through the school. Hodor, Hodor, Hodor.
Did you ever like tussle with other nerds? Were there ever nerd fights?
Sadly, yes. I got beaten up by everybody. I was the lowest at the school. I got beaten up by a girl. I got beaten up by a special ed kid. And then I got in a nerd fight in my neighborhood I was the heavy metal nerd in my neighborhood. And my friend Ian was the punk rock nerd. And one day we decided we're going to fight. We're both sophomores. And he's mad at me. I think maybe because I wanted to bang his stepsister. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Blurry. But he decides we're going to fight. We both decide we're going to fight. I don't want to do this. I can't fight. I've never thrown a punch. Still haven't. And so we're fighting, and everybody wants to see the nerd fight. So they're all around us in a circle at my bus stop in the gravel, and we take our glasses off. Both nerds.
Yeah.
It happens. And then we go at it, but there's like no real punches thrown, like a lot of like half hugging and shoving and like stop and don't, it's all me making the weird noises. And I'm humiliated. Like, I hate school every day, but this is like the lowest. I want this to end so badly. So his glasses fall off out of his jacket. And I'm like, oh man, this is a dick move, but this is how I end this thing. And I just stomped on his glasses.
Yeah.
They were my glasses.
Yeah.
I didn't even look. I was so confident. I just went stomp. And you guys as an audience got to experience that the way these kids in my neighborhood did. They all went from what an ass to, oh my God, what an ass. Now I have to go on the ground and I can't see anything. So I have to find my glasses and they're in 6 pieces. And now I have to walk all the way home 2 or 3 blocks and I'm not able to see anything and tell my mom that Ian stomped on my glasses. But that's only going to be in that book. Like, John Cena does not have a similar story.
Yeah, that's true. If you want that story, you got to read this book.
Yes, for sure.
Congrats on the book. It's fantastic. Thanks so much for
Thanks,
being here.
dude.